Hello, welcome to day 33 of our second session here together. My name is Mickey Balcu. I'm coming to you from Columbia, Maryland, and we're so excited to have you here with us today and look forward to hopefully some really peaceful, blissful meditations led by two wonderful people, and really, really excited that you're here with us tonight. So with that, I just want to send a quick reminder to everyone who is in the Zoom call right now. We can get the slide up. Right. So if you haven't done so already, please get a foot soak tub ready to kind of help us get into a deeper state of meditation. If you haven't done a foot soak before, it's pretty simple. All you have to have is a tub of water. Lukewarm probably would be best, with some salt in it and a bottle of clean water on the side to wash your feet after, and a towel. So if you haven't done so, please do right now if you have a chance. And so tonight, if you're new or continuing, you can review course materials on the website, which has a bunch of resources pertaining to past meditation sessions that we've done throughout this 21-day program. There are also opportunities to join WhatsApp groups that are related to the meditation and send reminders about when these sessions are happening and how you can stay up to date. There's also a mentoring program where you can request a one-on-one session with a Sahaja Yoga teacher if you would prefer a more personal experience. And this information is in the Zoom chat, so you can check that out there. Just to review, on Sunday, the topic was respecting your self-realization. And today we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about our spirit, specifically the spirit that manifests in our left heart. And we hope that you'll really enjoy this wonderful session and come together with us in really establishing this very important and really beautiful center that helps us get into really nice meditation. And so tonight's agenda includes a short talk about today's topic, guided meditation with foot soak, as I mentioned before, a video of Shri Mataji, our founder, and some live music, which we hope will help you get into a better state of meditation. And of course, we'll have Q&As at the end where presenters will share their experiences and you can ask questions about your experience to us, and hopefully we can answer them the best that we can and satisfy you guys. So yeah, with that, I'd like to call on Jason and Phil to please come to the main screen. Hi guys.
Hey,
Good to see you all. So yeah, if both of you could just give a brief introduction about yourselves and what you do outside of Sahaja Yoga. Jason, you want to start us off?
Sure, I'm Jason. I'm in the Seattle area. I'm a digital artist, a video game artist, and I enjoy meditation and enjoy meditating with you all.
Cool. Thank you so much. Phil, you want to give it a
hi,
go?
I'm Phil. I'm currently live in the Seattle area. I was in the Seattle. I'm currently in the San Diego area. I was in Seattle for 25 years, but I worked with Jason for about 20 years as well. We just happened to
Oh,
be
cool.
coincidence. We're both presenting tonight, but we're long pals. We've worked together, and I'm a professor teaching arts and storyboarding and game design for the game industry in Seattle.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a good way to come together, isn't it, for meditation? So that's sweet. Okay, sounds good. With that, I have the pleasure of handing it off to Phil for our first guided meditation. Phil, take it away, please. Thanks.
Wow. It's first of all, it's really nice to be here and meditating with all of you all. It's my spring break from my college teaching, and I'm really enjoying this opportunity to share this meditation. I've been doing it for about 40 years and still working on it. Let's start by just acknowledging this power within us, this mothering energy, this creative mothering energy. And I just find myself just helpful in whatever way you feel phrasing it. Thank you, Mother Kundalini, for the gift of self-realization and of being able to clear myself and to improve myself and to share it with others. It's such a rare thing, and it's free and it's real, unlike most of the stuff going on in the world today. So I'll just take a deep breath, hold it and release. And if you like, stretch your hands up toward the sky and just stretch all the way up. Let's stretch our spine, open our heart, open our chest. We're going to be working on the left heart today. As we do these programs, I learn a lot. It occurred to me that our heart is kind of the engine of our body, where our brain is kind of the computer of our body, and we want to get them working together tonight. Let's start by raising our Kundalini. I believe you all know how to do this. You place your left hand in front of your sacrum bone and wind your right hand around it up to the top of our head. So here we go. Just do it, close your eyes with full attention and feel inside as you do this. We're really asking Mother Kundalini to raise more strands of this energy up to the top of our head, and then tie it in an imaginary knot. You can do this at home by yourself, or you can do it at work and take a break and just raise the Kundalini energy within you. We're doing this a second time and tying it in 2 knots. The slower we do it and with the more attention, the more effective it is. And the third time, let's take our time. As we bring our hand up past the energy centers, we kind of feel this sensation or vibration within our body, our hand reacting to our subtle energy. And let's tie it in 3 knots with full attention. Take another deep breath, hold and release. Now we prepared our foot soak tubs. Let's go ahead and start our foot soak now, which will help us clear our energy centers. Again, it's something you could do at home in the morning or the evening before you go to bed. We'll foot soak and then put them aside a little bit later. Let's just sit for a moment and let all the busyness of the day reside. Let's put both of our hands toward Mother Earth. Just relax. All the thoughts, all the plans, all the shoulda, woulda, couldas. You just ask Mother Kundalini, please let all the busyness of the day, all the thoughts, all the reactions, everything that takes me away from my spirit, flow into Mother Earth. Deep, deep breath. Hold it and release. Tonight we're focusing on the heart, specifically on the left heart. I believe there's a slide that may help us identify. If we look on the hand, we'll notice that the little finger is red. That means it corresponds to the center in our body. If you look over on the chart of the body there, the number 4 chakra and the little flame next to it is where we're really talking about the spirit. As with all the chakras, there's 3 channels. We have the right, the left, and the center channel. But tonight we're going to be focusing primarily on the position of the heart on the left channel and the significance that it has in terms of our existence, the awareness of true self, unconditional love, true leadership, absence of fear, and the ability to witness, the ability to be able to witness. Okay, we can take the slide down. And let's just enjoy a little bit. Let's just enjoy our meditation. Let's close our eyes a little bit. Relax. Let our breathing be nice and slow. Put our right hand on our left heart, on the chest of our left heart. Gently massage it if you want to. We can ask here, our Mother Kundalini, please make me one with my spirit. Please let me feel pure being, pure existence. There's this Sanskrit saying, Sat Chit Ananda. I believe there's a slide for this as well. Sat means truth. Chit means attention or consciousness, and Ananda means joy. Sat Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. It means when I become the embodiment of truth, consciousness, and joy, I become one with Shiva or my spirit. We can put our hand on our heart and just say, Sat Chitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. Jason's going to teach you to sing it later, but my voice is cracking. We can just take this again. Sat Chitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. I am my spirit. It's something you can do anytime if you're feeling disoriented or feeling taken away from the gravity and sort of core of your being, because that's really what the spirit is. It's our pure existence. It sounds simple, but it's terrifically powerful. Because when we become our spirit in a collective setting, we, in a sense, join the power of the other spirits in our collective. The analogy is the more candles you have, the brighter the light. There are lots of things in the world around us that take away our sense of well-being, our sense of security. So we can do simple things like put our hand on our central heart. Just ask Mother Kundalini, please make me a courageous, compassionate, and loving person. We can put our left hand at our right heart and just ask Mother Kundalini, please make me a strong, confident, spiritual being. Please let me share this with others. Now again, let's have a silent meditation. Bring our attention to the top of our head. The top of our head is the Sahasrara chakra. In the center of that also is a direct connection to the heart. There's a direct nadi or channel going directly from the left heart to the center of the Sahasrara above the brain. It bypasses the Agya chakra. So we can ask here, Mother Kundalini, Please establish my attention at Sahasrara. Please let me feel the connection to my heart so that the heart and brain act as one. With enlightened consciousness, truth, and joy. Let's just bring our attention up above our head and sit for a few minutes in silent meditation. Your attention slips down, bring your hand back up. Gently massage the top of your head. Bring your hand up and let your attention rise up into this area. As we meditate, more and more strands of the Kundalini come up. We're able to feel cool on the palm of our hand or coming out of the top of our head. Sometimes your left hand is more sensitive, being the more emotional side. We can ask, please let me feel the cool breeze of the spirit. If we have thoughts that are distracting, we can simply say, I forgive those thoughts. I release those thoughts. Please help me to be the witness of existence. Please help me to be detached, but not disinterested. Please help me to observe and not react. This is the eternal quality of Shiva, of the spirit. Sometimes because of the pressures that are going along around us, our social, mental, emotional, familial pressures, we almost just feel as though there's a heaviness on our heart, a weight, if you will. We can literally take our hands and move them apart as if we're opening a shirt or moving, covering off of our chest by using our vibrations. We can ask Mother Kundalini, please open my heart. Please take away any heaviness, any sadness, any sense of fear, insecurity, worries about the world. Let's put our hands out, see if we can feel vibrations on our hands. Mother Kundalini, please let me feel cool vibrations on my hands. Now, staying in a relaxed state, we can put our foot soak bowls aside. We can pour them out later. Rinse our feet and dry our feet, and just put the bowl aside. Let's stay in this state of meditation a little bit longer. We're going to have a lovely video of Shri Mataji taking us deeper into the meaning of the spirit. But for just a few minutes until we do that, let's just stay in a state of meditation and just ask this energy within us, please enlighten my spirit. Please make me one with my spirit. Please let me feel the singularity of existence. There's no duality. We are part and parcel of the whole of creation. And our individual spirit is an eternal part of that. Like drops in the ocean, each distinct part of the whole. Now let's stay in a state of meditation as we watch the video of Shri Mataji.
You don't do wrong things. You just don't do it. It's not that somebody is telling you or you want to follow it or there is compulsion or you are disciplined. But you just don't like to do wrong things, to say something which is not respectful, which is not helpful, which is not loving. This is the quality of a Sahaja where you become the spirit. Becoming the spirit, you don't have to tell anybody. So obvious, so evident, and one can see that. And the more you go deep into yourself, you find that you are endowed with such greatness within you, such beautiful feelings, such nice things within you, that you overcome the ego of others. I must tell you a story. Once I went to see a saint. So the Sahaja said, Mother, you never go and see these gurus and this and that. So why do you? And I said, you come along with me. So we had to climb a lot. I said, from here you see his vibration. First you see his vibration. Lots of vibrations come. So we went up the hill, climbed up. And this gentleman was supposed to have powers that he could control the rain. And it started raining, and raining very heavy. And I got completely drenched in that rain. When I went up, I saw him sitting on a stone, just shaking his head with anger or I don't know what. So I went into his cave and sat down. So he came back. And he said to me, Mother, why didn't you allow me to stop the rain? Is it to overcome my ego? I said, no, not that. I didn't see your ego anywhere. But the problem is another. You are a sannyasi, you are one who are an ascetic, you bought a sari for me. Now if you bought a sari for me, I can't take from you because you are a sannyasi. So I had to get drenched so that I will have to borrow sari from you. And the whole thing melted away. He became a very different person. So with wisdom, you know how to handle different types of people. You say things by which you melt their ego. Their conditionings also are brought into a kind of a new awakening with it. They see in you that wisdom, that love, that expression of, I should say, your spirit. And that's how so many saints, though they were tortured and troubled by many, but they were definitely very much respected and loved. But those saints in those days, I must say, were definitely very nice and good people. But one thing was there, they were rather strict and disciplining with their disciples. The reason was that they were not realized souls, their disciples. And these gurus thought that unless and until you discipline these people, they'll never rise, they'll never become something great. So they are to be disciplined. And those who were seekers of truth accepted. All right, whatever you say we'll do. Even if you ask us to fast, we'll do. They'll stand on their heads, all right, stand on our head. Do what you say, I will be willing to do it. You don't have to worry on that point. And that's how they were very disciplining type. But in Sahaja Yoga, there's no discipline taught. The reason is you are realized souls. Your spirit is there and the spirit gives you the light. In that light you see yourself so clearly and you can discipline yourself. I don't have to tell you. You know that so many people have given up drugs overnight. But I never told them, I never even talked about drugs or anything. And how did they do it? Because they had the light. And this is what is you have got today in the light of the Spirit. You become absolutely independent and absolutely free, complete freedom, because you have the light. You cannot do wrong things. Supposing now there is light and there is some sort of a big explosion taking place. I won't run towards the explosion. No, you won't run either because you have got the eyes. So the Spirit and its light is the greatest guiding factor. So this is what you have achieved through your enlightenment, that you are beyond all this. And you become a person of a temperament which is so loving and so joyful. I mean, it's so many examples I can give in Sahaja Yoga. It has happened that I have seen the beauty of their love and affection. Not only towards me, but only towards others also. Only if it is only towards me, I can explain it. But I can't explain the way they are kind to people, as I told you yesterday, that these people went to Israel, now they went to Egypt, they went to Russia. Who told them? I never asked anybody to go anywhere. On their own they felt they have to go and do this job, and they have to help people to get out of their ignorance. So today, on such a day, when you are celebrating my 75th birthday, and so many balloons are there. They are very remarkably, very picturesque and have colors of different types expressing your love for me. In everything I see your love. Whatever you have done here, all your decorations, everything, I feel my children are so loving. I have done nothing for you. I don't know what makes you feel such gratitude. I still want to know what have I done. I've done nothing. But the way you want to express your love is very surprising. Except for, I would say that you got the light of your spirit. In that light, might be you see something different in me. But the way you are showing your gratitude is really beyond. As the other day, one of the speakers said that you don't thank your mother, take her for granted. It's a fact. There's no need to thank me, you have to take me for granted. But the way you want to thank me, just like a small little child would like to thank, just become like children. You're so enthusiastic about it, and you don't understand that normally is not done like this anywhere. Nobody tries to be just like children expressing their beautiful love. It's a very new thing that one can see. Such peace, such love, such joy all around in a far-fetched place like this. How could you do that? How could you manage that? It's not easy to understand. It's not for human beings to see that. They just don't understand how these people are like this and why are they living like this so happily. Now you have comforts in the house, you are living so well in your houses, everything is there, but here in this scout ground, it's not such a comfortable place to live. But you can live anywhere, I know, I've seen it. Wherever you are, as long as there are Sahajogis around, you don't care for anything. And this collective enjoyment of each other, without any expectation, without any criticism, without any gossip or any nonsense like that, is so beautiful. And even when you pull each other's legs, I enjoy your jokes and understand that is such friendship, such beautiful friendship. Whether you are from India or from England or from America or from any other place, you find this such oneness of understanding, oneness of movement. Like one wave rises and another wave rises, another wave rises. It's continuous, eternal. And this is what one has to achieve for others also. For that also must remember that you have the light.
Let's remain in this state of truth, consciousness, and bliss that's been created. Let's just expand this and enjoy the sense of bliss and collective joy that Shri Mataji shares with us and gifts us with. Let's just stay in meditation, and we're going to have a beautiful music by Matt Malley, gifted, another collaborative creator I've worked with before. that is designed to keep us into a state of depth and meditation.
So we'll continue in this blissful, peaceful, meditative mood that we are all settling into with a silent meditation. And we'll say a mantra that Phil mentioned in the beginning that will help to open the heart chakra, the seat of our spirit here in the left heart. So if you like, just close your eyes, bringing your attention inside even more. And if you like, you can bring your right hand to your left heart, noticing your heartbeat, noticing your breath. And here, take 12 deep breaths. So at home, you're welcome to follow along with the mantra. We can sing it together. Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. So with your attention at your heart, on your spirit. Allow your attention to rise up the central channel to the Sahasrara, the very top of your head. You may even bring your hand here if you like, letting your attention rest here at your Sahasrara. And then let your hands float down to your lap, palms open, letting your attention rest here at your Sahasrara. And we'll sit in silent meditation for a few moments. You can follow your breath, gently keeping your attention at the top of your head. Again, return your attention to your breath. You can let your breath flow through the Sahasrara. So bring your attention up high above the top of your head, and with your breath, see if you can have your attention at the Sahasrara, yet feel your heart and your lungs expand with your breath. So in our infancy, this Sahasrara was soft and open at the fontanelle bone area. And with your heartbeat and with your breath, there is a pulsation here at the Sahasrara. So gently let your attention rest here at the very crown of your head, the fontanelle bone area. Letting your breath nourish the Sahasrara. And now bring your hand again to your heart. And together we can take 3 deep breaths. With each inhale, feel that power, that sense of joy that comes from the Spirit. In the state of meditation, that sense of joy, that feeling of joy and connectedness grows as your heart opens. So with an inhale, feel that joy of the Spirit. And with your exhale, share that energy, that feeling of peace with the world. And then if you like, you can blink your eyes open, and together we can take a bandhan, raise our Kundalini. So with your hands and with your attention, raise your own mothering energy to the crown of your head, tying a knot with your pure desire for it to stay there, establishing your connection, your own mothering Kundalini with this all-pervading power of divine love that surrounds us. And then the bandhan to protect your subtle system and to balance the left and the right channels.
Wow. Thank you, Jason and Phil, for such lovely meditations. I'm sure everybody could feel the deep meditation we're in when we're really aware of our spirit. So thank you both so much. And I hope all of you enjoyed that and felt that peace from within. So with that, if the slides could be placed, I'd just like to make a few announcements. So on Thursday, we'll be having our next session, day 34 of Going Deeper. And in this session, we're going to talk about having confidence in your new awakening. So this meditation in Sahaja Yoga is a constant growth. And really what we want to do in this growth is awaken qualities of our heart chakra. In the center heart specifically, we're going to be focused on developing a sense of security and confidence, and the right heart, the sense of responsibility, as it says on the screen. So we'll be meditating on this on Thursday. And if you want to check out any new resources for the 21-day courses, they're always available. And these are the dates for the 21-day course. It's going till April 15, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Again, there's also collective foot soak and meditation, which happens Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the same time. And all of these sessions are recorded. So if you are not able to make it, you can always check out the recording. So we hope that's convenient for you. The program resources are here. So as I said earlier, you can request a mentor if you want a more personal experience with a Sahaja Yoga teacher. That is posted in the Zoom chat. There's a WhatsApp group that has daily spiritual messages and reminders about programs like this. So you can join with a link in the Zoom chat as well. And there is a website with all the recorded sessions through session 1 and session 2 of this 21-day course, all there, and handouts on the specific meditation techniques and more. So if you want to, please check that out with the QR code on this slide. So yes, there's also a handout for today. There is a handout for today that you can check out as well regarding the affirmations and the specific techniques that we use to clear out our left heart. So here is what it looks like. Tells you where the heart is located on your subtle system, on your fingertips, and all other kinds of useful information. And so if you want to refer to this in the future, please do so. And it's available at your convenience. How to ask questions. So now we're going to move to our Q&A session where presenters share their experiences in Sahaja Yoga and about meditation in general. So if you want to ask questions, there are 3 ways you can do this. You can write to breakout room help. You can meet with a Sahaja Yoga teacher there and ask your questions in that manner. Or you can write to Q&A, chat Q&A, and ask your questions that way. Or you can write directly to me and ask questions that I will try my best to relay to our presenters this evening. So with that, I want to call Phil and Jason back to the main screen, and we can share our experiences together. So I can... Yes, hi guys.
Thank you.
So yes, thank you both again for such lovely meditations. I'm sure everybody appreciates it, so thank you. And let's see what kind of questions we have so we can start this sharing experience. Okay, here's one. Can you share a personal experience where you had a deep feeling of connecting with your spirit and how that made you feel? Phil, do you want to give that a go?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk after the meditation being so deep, so I have to readjust my mechanism here. Ever since I was a little kid, I would have these moments of, usually in nature, usually by myself, in which I would have a feeling of just singularity and one with the sky, with the nature, whether you're in the woods or whether you're looking at the sky at night. And it was a sense of connection, and it was a sense it was out of the ordinary. It was out of your ordinary life. It was out of what happened at church or what happened at school. And it was just a sense of like, wow, I'm really this being, and I'm really part of this universe. And it was a sense of that that would happen only occasionally, right? I'm not saying it was like all the time, but after getting my realization and after meditating, I had some really significant, more extended experiences like that. And with Shri Mataji's talks, I was able to understand what these things were that before I just experienced this kind of like random sensations. It just felt really cool. And it was more like, okay, this is really part of a system. You actually are a part of this, part of creation, and kind of how it works, and how it can be more expansive than just a subjective individual feeling, but it's something you can share and be dynamic with. So that's mine.
Wonderful, thanks. Jason, do you want to add to that beautiful answer?
Yeah, that was great, Phil. I experience similar moments in nature too, just that feeling of awe and that you're part of something bigger. And the beauty and simplicity of nature really is so true that it brings you right to yourself. And in meditation, being with other people that meditate, I really have felt that almost the same feeling of connectedness in nature, like the connectedness of the spirit with others. And collective meditations have definitely like brought a deeper sense of joy to my heart. And being around people that really are introspective and looking to the spirit and the heart is joyful. So being around you all, being around people that meditate is such a treasure.
Right, it really is. Excuse me. Yeah, just it's the classic saying when you're around people with good vibes, you feel better about yourself. So you always want to surround yourself with people who do that for you. So yeah, that's a lovely answer. Thank you. So let's see if we have any more questions. Yes, this is a good one. I think pretty relevant to this meditation today. What is the difference between being disconnected from your feelings and being detached? With the left heart being the left channel, I think emotions are a very good topic to kind of figure out. So yeah, we'd love to answer this. Jason, you want to kind of go in the snake format, and then
Yeah,
I'll go
that's a
to Phil.
great question. I mean, emotions are fleeting, and we all have so many emotions in our life constantly. One moment you feel you're on top of the world, and then something in your environment sends you the other way. So just having that awareness on emotions and being able to, like you say, be detached, uh, which is difficult because emotions take us places. But I feel like meditation is a great tool for developing that detachment. And what I've found too is with emotions, just kind of offering it to your heart, because accepting an emotion and just putting it at your heart and breathing with that emotion really helps, for me at least, to acknowledge and be with that emotion, but still have a detachment. Because when I put it to my heart and breathe, some of the tension or worries associated with some emotions kind of melt away, and I get back to myself, the spirit. So that's a great question.
It's a lovely answer too. Thank you for that. Yeah, Phil, you want to give that a go?
I don't know. Jason's got it pretty well covered. I guess from my point of view, it's a lot of what Jason was saying is that so being disinterested means I don't want to deal with that. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to like, okay, that's someone else's problem. I'm not going to worry about it. That's being dismissive, if you will, as opposed to like, oh, the poor person, how can I help them? Being completely sympathetic and being drawn into it. Kind of two different ones, the right side or left side, as opposed to kind of going into the higher level and going, okay, what's the best outcome here for everyone? What's the best outcome for the individual? And what other things are happening that are causing this, rather than us just making an instant emotional judgment and jumping into it emotionally and react to it, which is very easy to do, which most of us do. But it's that idea of being able to pull back from it, not in a disinterested way, but almost like going to look at it from, I talk about Big Phil and Little Phil. Little Phil is the one who runs around, gets excited, and jumps into everything. And Big Phil, when he's on site, it's like, okay, let's go up here and look at this, from a more detached point of view, but not disinterested point of view.
That's a great analogy. Yeah, that's a beautiful analogy. I think that sums it up pretty well. Yeah, it doesn't mean we don't have to care about issues or emotions that come up, but we don't have to get reactive with them or feel affected by them in a negative way. We can just handle it the best way that we can, and everything else works itself out. So, Yeah.
And surrender it. The other part I
Right.
forgot about
Yes.
is we honestly do have to surrender it to the divine power at this point and go, okay, I don't actually have to fix everything. I don't have to ignore it, but I do have to surrender it to the divine power with the wish for the best intention, for the best outcome for everyone.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Yes. Cool. Great. Let's see if we have any more questions. Let's see here. So I think this is still a good question, even though we went through some of those techniques here today. Do you have any tips for how to clear your left heart chakra and how to keep your heart open? We've covered some of the tips and techniques earlier in the meditation, but I guess how to keep your heart open throughout the day is probably a good thing to know. So, Phil, you want to start us off?
I would say for me, it's a challenge because I tend to be mental and I tend to be a bit more right-sided. And when we get to be more on our action side, we're pulling ourselves away from our desire side so much. Um, this somebody said that guy's so right-sided that when he's in the center, he thinks he's in the left.
Nice.
Meaning we can become, so I think for me, it's like, yeah, I'm doing this, all this stuff. I'm sort of pushing in the active side, but I really have to to moderate that a little bit. Big Phil has to go, okay, well, hold on a second. I know you're enjoying doing this. Is this the best thing to be doing right now? How is this affecting other people? How is this affecting the people around you? Or how is it affecting your chakras? Because it may be something that I really like doing, whether it's exercise or working out or creative activities and things, but they may be having a secondary effect of exhausting a chakra. And so it's really kind of like self-moderating in a way, or self-monitoring from my standpoint.
That really is relatable because on the flip side, I think I'm more left-sided, so I kind of have to overcompensate by trying to go to the right, and sometimes I overcompensate and I get too right-sided, so then I have to go back, and maybe I go back to the left, but really finding the middle is really the point of it all. Yeah, it's a constant swing. Just trying to stay in the middle is the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful.
It's a razor's edge.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jason, you have anything you want to share about
Those are
this?
great answers, Mickey and Phil. Yeah, it's a constant challenge for us as human beings to learn and grow from our experiences and to and to be our true self, which is the spirit. So it's easy to get off onto tangents and you know, either mentally or emotionally get away from who we are, and it's a challenge for all of us. And I think meditation is a great tool to help bring us closer to that. Like Phil said, big Phil and little Phil, and you know, uh, little Jason, big Jason, just bringing it back to the center is is helpful for me. And for me, just bringing my attention to the heart and breath is helpful and a reminder, because oftentimes we might get away from that and we might say something that hurts somebody, or we might be inconsiderate unknowingly, or maybe just from our mood, and then later you realize that maybe the pain you caused. So just going back to the heart and you know, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be a good person. So
Right.
trying to stay with the spirit as much as possible, which is a challenge in this world, but coming back to
Absolutely.
the heart.
Right. And
Yeah,
I
I
think,
think,
yeah, go ahead,
sorry,
Phil. Sorry.
sorry to interrupt. Being completely honest with yourself and not feeling terrible about it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Once you've done that, once you've been completely honest with yourself, and then not going and hiding in guilt as a result of it, go, yeah, okay, I'm going to own up for this, and it may take a while to work it out, you know?
yeah, but that makes us better.
For sure. Right. And yeah, I think like what Phil mentioned earlier, the heart really is connected to this right here. And having that heart open in your left heart and just feeling the love and compassion and the spirit really being enlightened, that takes you directly to where you want to be at the top of your head. So if there's ever a feeling of challenge and difficulty in kind of getting into that silence, I think working on the left heart really is a beautiful way to try and get at it and see if you can get to a better state of meditation.
Yeah, well
Right.
said, Nikki.
Thank you. Thanks, Jason. Um, so I think that's a great place to conclude this evening's program. So with that, I want to thank you both again, Jason and Phil, for such beautiful meditations, and all the best to everyone in the chat. And if you still want to stick around, there will be some music playing so you can sit in more silence and peace throughout the rest of the Zoom session. And if you want to meet in a breakout room, you can always do that still and talk to us, yoga teacher, whatever makes you more comfortable. So with that, I thank you all and hope you have a peaceful, blissful night, and good night to everybody. Bye-bye.